Well, new tonight, we're getting a closer look at the scene where two National Guard members were shot in downtown D.C. WUSA 9's reporter Randy Heldreth joins us live right now. Randy, we understand that there are still remnants of the tragedy that are certainly visible this evening.
Yeah, good evening to you, Larry. So we know yesterday this area was locked down as law enforcement swarmed in to start this investigation. Today we were able to get much closer and really take in the scene. And as you mentioned, still reminders of yesterday's tragedy, a missing panel at the bus stop waiting area and bullet holes still at the scene. There's a mixture of sadness and frustration after Wednesday's shooting targeting two National Guard members in downtown D.C.
I think it's a tragedy, really, and it was in the middle of the day.
It's not their fault they were shot, but the administration shouldn't have them here anyway. So I feel like the onus is on the administration.
Tom Summers bikes regularly through the city. Thursday morning, he made a special trip to see the scene firsthand.
I was over 2 streets. I was like, well, I'm close. I'll just see where it happened.
There's a small memorial here, 2 flower bouquets, and a flag honoring the Guard members now fighting for their lives. They've been identified as 20-year-old Sarah Beckstrom and 24-year-old Andrew Wolf, both from West Virginia. Driving through D.C. Thursday, it was hard to find any National Guard members on duty. But after Wednesday's shooting, U.S. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth promised even more are coming.
Trump has asked me, and I will ask the Secretary of the Army to the National Guard, to add 500 additional troops, National Guardsmen, to Washington, D.C. This will only stiffen our resolve to ensure that we make Washington, D.C. safe and beautiful.
Some D.C. locals say the National Guard's presence hasn't made them feel safer and believe everyone should go home.
There's perceptual fear that things are more dangerous than they are.
Others,
I don't really have a reaction for that. I don't really know how to feel about it. It's a really sudden news, and I guess we'll see how it develops.
last week, a judge ordered the Trump administration to end the months-long occupation of D.C. by the National Guard, ruling it illegally intrudes on local officials' authority to direct law enforcement in D.C. That order, though, is on hold for 21 days to allow for an appeal. And I want you to take a look at your screen. There was some questions from people passing by the scene today about what appeared to be a piece of evidence with markers on it and bullet holes tossed into a trash can near the scene. It certainly raised our attention. I reached out to the FBI to get answers about this. I was told by a spokesperson that this was part of the investigation, that they removed bullets from this metal planter that was struck during the shooting. They took those bullets out as part of the investigation, but determined what you see on your screen was no longer needed as they continue to move forward and process everything that happened. And so that is why it was seen in the trash can. But the FBI spokesperson I spoke to today emphasized that they got what they need for this investigation, and ultimately what was in the trash can was not needed. But it raised a lot of people's attention. I'll send it back to you live tonight. Randy Heldreth, WUSA 9.
And we know that the work of getting answers in this case remains ongoing. Randy, thank you so much.